On this week's episode of Rio TV, we'll be covering a video made by Emma Lawrence about being a senior during this global pandemic, as well as a video brought to you by Video Production about several teachers leaving Rio this year.
Hi, I'm Amelia York.
My name is Aiden Mosley.
My name is Emily.
My name is Elise Ezekiel.
I'm Jake Glasgow.
My name is Val Pantoja.
My name is Emma Lawrence.
I'm a senior
at Rio Americano.
So, when we're asked how did COVID affect our senior year, the real answer is we didn't have a senior year.
COVID negatively impacted my senior year. I don't think you'd come across anyone that would disagree with that statement.
I'd say that COVID-19 positively affected my senior year. It allowed me to lead clubs effectively, such as, the BSU Key Club. It allowed my friend and I to reinvent and found the JSU.
Fortunately, my plans for after high school did not change much. I will be attending college in the fall.
It definitely feels more intense and nerve-wracking going to college, knowing that we're going to meet all these new people and be in a whole different place after spending pretty much like a year just in our homes with our families.
I was really looking forward to, being captain and leading my cheer team for football games and basketball games, going to all of the rallies, and unfortunately we couldn't do any of that.
Graduating during COVID, it's scary, and I'm sad that we don't get a normal graduation. I am really glad that I even get to walk. Graduating during COVID, obviously it's sad because it's not normal.
The most difficult part about this year was actually accepting that really nothing could be done and that we weren't going to have, the traditional senior year that we kind of all looked forward to. We kind of had to accept that nothing could be done.
I think this pandemic has taught our class to really appreciate every moment from here and for forever, so yay.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you guys for working hard.
Thank you to the teachers, though, for really giving an effort.
Go get vaccinated.
It's extremely rewarding knowing that this has been such a hard year and I'm still able to graduate.
I'm very satisfied with my high school experience and I'm ready to start the rest of my life.
This year, several teachers and staff from Rio Americano High School will be retiring. While it's sad to see them go, it's important that we all celebrate the energy and passion that these teachers contributed over the years. It's time to give thanks to these teachers for everything that they've done.
I'll miss being around young people and watching them make the same mistakes I used to make. And watching them grow and watching them get better. The biggest thrill out of coaching is watching somebody see the light turn on, they score a touchdown, they do something right, and it worked out for them, and then they learn from it, and it's just watching people grow. It's a very positive thing.
He's did our stats for every game since I've been here the last 3 years. He had no, he didn't have to do that, and I'm just very thankful for him. It just shows you what kind of character, what kind of man that he is.
Hola, Señor Carroll. Well, I just wanted to congratulate you for, this big step, which is retiring. You're going to be missed on campus for sure. You've helped me a lot with a lot of songs, and I know the students really appreciated the songs and singing in your class. And I also appreciated that time where you had to take over my class and you had over 60 students. So thank you, and thank you for everything that you've done here in Rio, and have a good time in your retirement.
Every day's a memorable day. Every day's a memorable day.
I graduated from Rio back in the day, a long time ago. I have my 40th reunion coming up, so I'm going to give you a hint. I was a shop kid, and I had taken all the shops that were here. My last shop I took was auto body, so I remember painting my friend's car, a 1947 Chevy pickup, in the paint booth, and I loved it. I took wood shop the whole time, just took the electives, did welding, did metal shop, and so I had really fond memories. I think the fondest memory was I met my wife here, which is scary for the high school romance. It does last, so that's kind of nice. And we've been married for forever and a day as well. So that's nice. So when the opportunity came to come to Rio, I thought this would be kind of cool. It'd be a nice way to end my career, teaching here. And so I came here, and it turns out there was no more shop teachers. When I was here, there were 6, and now there was just me in 5 different rooms, which was daunting. It was a daunting task. And so when I took the job, I decided, nah, I can't do this. I couldn't take it because it was so much work. And the Rio community stepped up. It was a strange story, but my neighbor's son was getting married. So happened that the president of PTSA was there, and I was talking to her, and she goes, well, we'll call out the troops. So PTSA came out, students came out. The biggest help was Civitas. I had these 4 young ladies come out, and they just, in 5 weeks, I had so much help, they just demolished the place and cleaned it all up. And they built tables, they set up equipment, and we just threw a ton of stuff away and just really cleaned it up amazingly. So that really helped. They helped set up computers, and I think we threw away, by the end of the first year, 11 45-yard dumpsters full of stuff that had been stored here. That set the tone. So at that point I said, okay, I'm coming to Rio.
Because it's really hard to find someone that can do one, teach basic skills. How to use hand tools. He goes from teaching kids for the first time they do hand tools to teaching people how to weld, then to high-tech manufacturing, and then to programming and manufacturing robots for national competition. So I mean, it's amazing what he's been able to do in 3 years.
My heart's here. It has been the best job of my life. I'm going to miss all my students and miss the staff and the community. And all I can say is thank you.
And he's a guy that's irreplaceable as a high school teacher. You're never going to see the likes of a Dean Baird again.
There's 4,646 names on there.
Center court, where Warriors Draymond Green, along with Steve Kenyon, Matt Barnes, high school coach at Del Campo High School in Sacramento, will present championship ring to Matt and his sons Carter and Isaiah.
Hi Steve, old Coach Lieb here. Congratulations on your retirement. It's hard to believe we've both gotten older, but all these years I followed you and kept up with you and been friends with you, and it's been an honor to see you succeed. And I'm glad that you're working with your son now. That's a very positive thing, and I wish you the best in retirement. I talked to Charlie Berger the other day, and he said you're going to be golfing with him, so that's a good thing. Just don't make bets you can't cover, buddy, on those long putts. Retirement gift from Coach Lieberman. Other than that, Janet and I wish you the best. We'll always remember the backyard barbecue in 1974 when all you fellas came over and you thought that was the end of the world, having a house with a flower garden. And I figured, well, there's more. We love you, I love you, and I'm very proud of you. Happy retirement, Steve.
And it's just so strange to me that after all this time, it's just at the end of my career that I found the course that I absolutely love. Because ELD has been my favorite class to teach out of everything. 6 years ago there were 12 students in the class, and now we've got over 100. When I was approached by Civitas to help one of their seniors with a project, I said, you know, well, I've always wanted to do a global expo. And so we had that day for 4 years. And it grew. The first one was 400 people came by, and the last one we had 2,000.
3 reasons for becoming a teacher: June, July, and August. How about that? Teaching a subject that I liked and share my cultural knowledge with my students, so it was appealing to me.
My wife noticed that all what we talked about was the various kids that were special ed kids, and he said did not even bring up the history classes I was teaching. It was all that it was about the special ed kid. She says, I know what you got your credential in, that you love special ed.
Much as the job can be frustrating, as many challenges as you can run into, because he's got the job that I think has one of the hardest, I want to say it's like the shortest amount of time people tend to stick with that job. It's like usually a few years. He's been doing it for like 20, longer than most people would ever last, because he really just cares and he loves the students he works with so much. So I want to thank him for, of course, modeling the kind of love and compassion you need to have to last in a job like this.
So in all total, I've been in education for 27 years. Taught for 5, was a vice principal for 3, and a principal for 19. So I'm moving on to a new position. Next year, it's the Director of Admissions and Family Services in our district.
I'm really going to miss Mr. Ginter. He's just been such a great boss, and I know he's going to do great things in his new director job.
It's been a great 12 years. And I think what I've really appreciated is that you have trust in your teachers. I remember from almost the very first meeting, you said if you want to try something, do it. I'm not going to hold you back. And I really appreciate the trust that you put into your teachers, knowing that they're professionals and are going to do, for the most part, the right thing.
So I've worked with 3 principals over my career. This is my 19th year teaching. I kind of echo what most other teachers are saying, which is this is the best administrator we've worked for.
Brian has been the best boss that I've ever had, and I want to thank him for being a courageous and strong but caring leader, and he will be greatly missed.
Just the relationships you create here, the students that you meet over the years, it's all been extremely fun. I enjoy being a principal. I like being around kids a lot. So the whole experience in my educational career, it doesn't matter whether it's here or places I was at when I was in Pennsylvania. It's all been positive, and I enjoy every minute of it.
To those who are leaving, thank you for everything that you've done for Rio.